Happy Father's Day. It is Sunday. Oh goodness, what time is it here? 7:37 a.m. on the West Coast. That's Pacific Standard Time. June 18th. Happy Father's Day, all the fathers out there. How come we don't get breakfast in bed like Mom does? Just asking. Hey, I appreciate everything that's been sent to me this week by everybody. If I don't get your stuff on there, it's because the issues that people send me, I kind of prioritize them to keep in a time frame. Doesn't mean your issues aren't important, and I'm not looking at them, and I'm not going to make some inquiries down the road. Right now, this week, I'm getting ready to pick on, what is it called? Wells Fargo Asset Management and Preservation. Wait till you see the work in the videos I got to show you on this. This is going to kill you, folks. But before we get there, let's talk a little bit about insurance. Vicky Bowser, as you know, insurance tech, Vicky Bowser. I hate saying that name because I propped her up and then she goes and defrauds labor. Under arrest, insurance fraud. People who went to insurance tech had no insurance. And to those of you who may have went to that company based on something I said, I apologize. I had no, I'm sorry, but it's really rough when you endorse somebody and they come back and they pull that kind of crap. But I'm going to get to a few things, but let me tell you before we get there, when we got into preservation work, we were an organic farm doing landscape maintenance. I did landscape maintenance. All the vegetation stuff I got to take home and make compost with and stuff like that. When we got into preservation work, I went back to the insurance agent and I gave him all the parameters on the services we were doing, service descriptions. We had to provide some detailed information to the insurance company, and they wrote a policy for us. Think about that for just a minute. They wrote the policy. That's what underwriters are for. All this crap in the preservation industry that you have to use these people. These are members of an association. Also contains members that are stealing from labor. This is a big industry scam, in my humble opinion. And there's not many out there that won't disagree with me. Ryan Estelle says, everyone's policy have a follow-up audit? That's worse than paying premiums. I just hate people trying to scam you out of more money by claiming a freaking subcontractor is a damn employee, or worse yet, when you buy a lawnmower from Craigslist and they want to charge you workers' comp premiums on the check because you don't have a receipt. I'm not quite sure how that works for Ryan, but they wouldn't have been charging me. We had our own workman's comp. Again, this is something that goes on in the industry because the industry's not structured. The industry is a wild, wild west, and they do whatever they want. They force people into doing things. Lee Stewart says, when companies tells you to go buy Brunswick liability and E&O insurance, everyone else has their hand in the cookie jar. That's why they tell you $2,700 because they're paying MCS, MSI, and all the rest of the companies get a cut out of your pocket. That's why I got rid of them. And I'm with Huntington Insurance. Through Selective Insurance Company, I have 2 vehicles on there and covers my vehicles with full coverage plus commercial policy insurance to cover the property preservation work. They also have, and it ain't got to pay all the extra money out there. I can't say the next line. It's a little foul. If we're paying $150 a month and you lost all the extra money, you just jumped out on them. Basically what Lee is saying is he got a better policy. And that's the whole thing. These people are charging a lot of money, and I don't know why. But, and then Larry Harris. Larry Harris kind of caps on Lee. It's funny you and others think nationals have a hand in the cookie jar. Believing that just shows lack of sense. The nationals make us use certain insurances because Joe Blow El Cheapo Insurance doesn't pay out and leaves the contractors with the bill or take forever to get a response to them. Larry Harris, poppycock. Insurance company will write a policy to cover your work. That's what a good insurance agent does. He sits down and talks with you, and they come up with a policy for you. That comment to me indicates that Larry Harris is in bed with the industry. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know Larry. Never met him. Don't really care. I just know what he's saying is poppycock. Let me see here. In the Property Preservation Exchange Company, I think that's that gorgeous gal, Kim Savage, back there in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia area. You need preservation services? Property management services? She can help you. Women at work. But the question originally was posed by Steve Mallory. Been in business almost 10 years, never needed E&O insurance, now I do. Was quoted $1,750 a year just for that from Erie Insurance. I have a $2 million liability policy, which is about $700 a year, and never had a claim. Can anybody point me in a better direction? That's what started this. Hartford, Brunswick, and York, Jersey. When I first got into Rob Mernza is saying I can never say that guy's. I'm sorry, Rob. I can never pronounce your last name correctly. But he's saying that rates are based on revenue. Just myself. That's not true. Bates are insurance rates. Workman's comp rates are based on revenue. That insurance is based on revenue. My insurance was based on safety. Every year we didn't have an issue, we got a little better deal. That's a good insurance company. I'm going to say this. Years ago, a couple people in the industry, myself, foreclosurepedia.org, up to the minute fraud reporting, ladies and gentlemen, foreclosurepedia.org. We started reporting on this insurance scam 4 or 5 years ago when they started forcing you to purchase insurance. I remember one of the first seminars we went to that was a mandatory, well, man, what do they call them? They're training sessions is what they are. They try to train you to run your business to complement their business and run your business so your business assists their contractual obligations. But that is what was recommended by FAS. They told us right there in the seminar, York, Jersey will write your policy. Now, I've never had experience with York, Jersey. Our policy was in place and I wasn't budging. I didn't go to these other companies. We stayed with who we had. They're out of Scottsdale. I can't remember the name right off the top, but they were out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Good company, and they protected us very well. Let's see here. Just think about that on your insurance, folks. Just think about it, okay? You do not have to buy insurance from a particular company. Again, employee independent contractor. Forcing you to buy insurance from Brunswick or York, Jersey, control. Let's get into the drive. I want to show you guys a couple things here for a minute. Wells Fargo Asset Management and Preservation. Let me see here. What is going on here? Okay. I want to show a couple things here. This entire house, ladies and gentlemen, was clear boarded. All the windows, all the doors. And look at that right there. Can you see that right there? They take 4 by 8 sheets of the polycarbonate Lexan and screwed them to the house and used liquid nails. Okay? I will be. I'll tell you what. I will be. Let's take a look at this one.
Okay, so we have a security door on the front door with a gap at the top.
A piano hinge. Look at that.
Access at the bottom.
It's not even cut into the hole.
And it has a padlock.
This is going to kill you. They put the hasp on the outside and screw it. You can't even open it now.
This gives us no access to the interior whatsoever.
No access. They got no access to the interior. Now, there's one other. This is the one that I'm appalled. This appalls me. I want to show you guys this. Look at those nice corbels. They destroyed the corbel. Now wait till this video goes on. They're going to show you the broken corbel in between the door and the plexi here. Oh, by the way, there's the parts to the corbel they destroyed. Hey, Wells Fargo. And they're using liquid nails. Hey, Wells Fargo, let me explain something to you. I happen to do custom woodwork. I can fix that house for you. I don't know who did this work, ladies and gentlemen, but that's a hack contractor. I have some pictures that I'm going to pull up too and show you. I have never seen boarding of any type done on this level. This, and I'm sorry, but I mean, it's like I'm saying, this is just unbelievable. That's how they clear boarded this house. They did a compression joint. There's no corner clips. There's no nothing. This, looking at these photographs, they obviously didn't look at the training material or go to one of Safeguard's training courses in the field or follow Safeguard or Cyprex's training videos on this matter. I'm going to say this again. The products, SecureView, this clear boarding stuff, these are not Cyprex and Safeguard products. They're bootlegging the products and putting their name on them. They're buying the products and putting a name on them. That's what they're doing. And you can do that. That's legal. It's not illegal. It's very deceptive because they haven't created a new product. And as you can tell by this work, they're not creating safety in the industry. They're creating a nightmare. There's let's hang on just a minute. You know what? Let me go back to one more. This is what I find really bad. Let's go back and take a look at this. I got one other video here that they sent where they actually show the rest of the house and the yard and everything, and it's like just really bad.
Okay, so this is how we get into the property with the lockbox.
Now notice that the lockbox is behind the clear boarding that's been liquid nailed and screwed on the wall. Okay? That's number one. It's liquid nailed and screwed on the wall. Look at this one. They got their hand behind it. It's not secure. The dwelling is not secured. But it is, I guess. I don't know who paid for this or if this contractor got paid. But if he did, somebody needs their head examined. Here's another video that I've been sent on the same property.
These windows aren't even broken.
The window, can you hear this, gal? The windows are not even broken.
Cutting off.
And they're not cutting the material into the wall.
Bolts.
I challenge anybody to go hit one of those bolts. This is just unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot believe that. I'm hoping somebody, I mean, I would think that if you got paid for this, there's something seriously wrong. Here is another, and you can look at just how shoddy the workmanship is and what is going on here. But take a look at how they've left this house. 4x8 sheets of Lexan screwed to the wall with liquid nails.
Size. And yet another one. Plexi.
That's just unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Oh, and by the way, look what they left on the porch. There's doors,
All their excess plexi.
full sheets of plexi. This is just... I'm going to address labor for just a minute. It's work like that that makes the rest of us look like crap. And as labor, I don't care what state you're in, I don't care who you work for. As labor, everyone out there should be outraged about what I just showed you. Every single one of you should be screaming at NAMFS because it's their organization membership. The memberships of that organization are allowing this. Not International Association of Field Service Technicians, but NAMFS. And Mr. Miller, I'm sorry, you need to put a stop to your rogue members. This is wrong. You know it, and everybody else in this country knows it. If you don't bring people to the table, we're going to have a problem down the road. I'm sorry, but you have to bring people to the table. Those are the two pressing, those are the highest priority stuff that came in that I think need to be addressed. There was some other stuff. And hey, I sincerely appreciate everybody that has been sending me stuff. I do make files on this. Let me see here. Yes, Mother Jones. Boy, what a hack rag that is. A scientist didn't disclose important data and let everyone believe a popular weed killer causes cancer. That's because it does. We're going to discuss that. And I'm sorry, but here's this guy, Robert Wagner. May I ask one question? Since we have 30 years of data that showed no unique risks from GE crops and zero evidence of harm from consuming food derived from, I'm sorry, that's a lie, Robert Wagner. But we'll be talking about that this week. Couple new followers on Twitter introduced their blogs and websites to you. Some good stuff I got coming this week. Let me see here. Oh, and Epic Gardener. This guy's got some off the hook stuff. But we'll talk. He's got some stuff coming out too. Let me see here. Oh, I got more information on CRISPR. Our restaurants going GMO, non-GMO, some stuff going on there. I'm going to talk about a chef down in the LA area. Doesn't want to use the GMO corn to make his tortillas. I'm going to get a taco. And of course, in Mexico this week, ladies and gentlemen, the Mexican Supreme Court, unlike the ignorant judges in our courts, upholds a lower court ban on GMO corn. I do not understand. Monsanto is dishing a lot of money out in this country to buy what they want to do. And that's just some food for thought, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, have a great Father's Day. It's barbecue time. It's good time. We're going to go out and get a little barbecue on ourselves today. Maybe a video. Who knows? Who knows? But I hope you do enjoy your Father's Day with your family and everything's cool. And you had a great weekend. I'm having a great weekend. As you can see, that sun, it's gorgeous outside already. It's already 75. Going to be suntan weather. Going to be suntan weather. Let's have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all be safe out there, huh?